4, 5, 7, 10. Hello, internet world. How you fucking doing? Alright. Welcome to the midnight show. It's actually 11:30, but, you know, whatever. Okay. So, I've been drinking a little bit. I'm about to drink more. Let me tell you about some fucking shit. Okay? I'm sick of all this self-care bullshit, alright? Fuck self-care. If self-care works, we wouldn't need to be told about it. Because it would just work naturally. It would just fucking work. Okay, I don't want to have this. Let me get my fucking crate. Oh, maybe I can put it right here. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Wow, look at that view. You can see so much of me now. Maybe I'll do this from now on. Alright. So, man. Sometimes I just Google stupid ass shit because I'm a fucking millennial. Even though I'm 30 now, Gen Z is soon gonna be taken over with all their, you know, fucking we are the hive mind shit and come and kill all the people like me. You know, because we don't want to have individuality or whatever the fuck. So, with my last fucking breaths, I'm gonna say some shit. Alright, I'm so fucking sick of this fucking self-care bullshit, okay? Sometimes I look on Google just for no fucking reason, just cuz, you know, just to look up stupid ass shit that, I don't know, I just feel like looking at or whatever, and then I get on these long rabbit holes and shit. So anyway, I was looking at some shit, I don't even remember how it started, but basically I was like, what if I look up the fantasy of having a nervous breakdown? Because when I'm at work and I'm suffering and I'm like, this job sucks, I have fantasies of having a nervous breakdown. I don't think it will actually happen, but that's what makes it a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I fantasize about that shit. I fantasize about, you know, helping somebody in my line and then that person being like, taking interest in me, being like, wow, you seem so stressed out, yada yada yada. I have fantasies about passing out in front of everybody. I have fantasies about throwing up in front of the customers so that every fucking buddy knows how much I'm suffering, and then they have to deal with it. They can't just say, yes, our industrialized human fucking assembly line fucking bullshit is totally fine. It has no repercussions and no and adverse effects to our workers whatsoever, you know? Fuck that shit. I want everyone to see my suffering and shit like that, and I want there to be consequences, and I want to reap the rewards, god damn it. I want to have a little fucking break, you know? Anyways, I found some article that was talking exactly about that, about how a lot of people have fantasies. This fucking person that was writing the article called it a collapse fantasy. How you used to have a fantasy about everything collapsing, yourself collapsing, and all your sanity and all that shit. You just throw all that shit out like, blah, like your fucking guts just spilling everywhere. And then everybody else has to take care of you. You're like, fuck that shit, I'm not fucking doing it, you do it. You gotta fucking take care of me and shit. Unless you want to see me just die in front of you, you know, which is against the American way. So I want to have a little fucking vacation right now because I have to fucking work my ass off with no love, no affection, no fucking anything for the next fucking 50 years till I die. That's some bullshit. I don't want to do that shit. I want a fucking vacation. I want it right now. I want somebody else to motherfucking feed me with a spoon and shit like that. I want fucking some shit. I don't want to have to fucking do this shit. Okay? So it's a fantasy, basically. But then they're saying how, like, basically the end of the article was the same old fucking bullshit I always see. Which is like, oh, self-care, self-care. When you're an adult, you're not gonna get care from anybody else, so just don't even fucking fantasize about it anymore. Even if you do for real have a nervous breakdown or whatever the fuck, you're not gonna get what you fantasized about. It's not gonna be all that fucking pretty and shit like that, which I don't know It depends on what you want, I think. Yeah, if you want some fucking fantasy vacation land, then yeah, you're probably fucking barking up the wrong tree. But if all you want is a break from your job, a break from having to fucking do every fucking thing and worry constantly, and you want to be in a place where at least somebody checks up on you and says, how you doing today? Even if you lose your freedoms, even if you lose your independence and you're made to wear stupid ass pajamas and I don't know what the fuck goes on in this bullshit place. You sit down, you bead things on strings all day, and you're not allowed to wear shoes because it's considered too dangerous for you fucking idiots. Or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know what goes on, man. I'm sure there's no standardization, just like everything else in fucking life, you know? There ain't no fucking standardization. You get what you get. God damn it. But anyways, if that's all you want, if you just want a break, I think the author of the article is wrong. I think you can get what you want. You just have to, the lower your expectations are, the more likely you are to get what you want, basically. That's what I'm saying. And people will pay attention to you, even if they hate you. Even if you're in a crazy house where all the nurses fucking hate you, and they all talk shit about how they would like to just put pillows over your face, or just tell you like, nah, yeah, like, have 6 pills, that's the right dosage, and they totally fucking kill you. You know? Like, I don't know. But it's a fantasy is what I'm trying to say. It's a fantasy of just not having to deal with the bull fucking shit. Of being treated like a goddamn machine, never getting to rest, never getting to fucking have alleviation from your pain, and, you know, every fucking second of the day you gotta do something, and there's nobody there. There's nobody there. There's nobody there to hug you. There's nobody there to fucking do anything for you. You come home, you're all fucking alone. You don't have nobody. Nobody says, like, hey, would you like this? Would you like a back rub? Nobody says any fucking thing. Nobody does any fucking thing for you. No, people don't even call on the phone. You gotta call if you want anyone, and then 5 times out of 6, they don't even fucking pick up. So they just show you how little they fucking care about you, okay? But all this self-care bullshit, I'm so fucking sick of it, okay? I'm so fucking sick of it. Look, there's certain things you can achieve and there's certain things you can't. Yeah, you can get a fucking wooden spoon from the kitchen and scratch your own back if you got an itch. You're an adult, you know how to bathe yourself, you can cook your own fucking dinner and, you know, shit like that. You can put on your own clothes and all that shit. But alright, there's certain things you can just not achieve. And I'm so fucking sick. It's just like the mindfulness bullshit. I'm so fucking sick of everyone acting like it's totally okay for people to live in isolation with no care, no love, no friends, no fucking anything, nobody checking on them, nobody saying, are you okay, nobody ever giving a fuck about anything, and people are just supposed to live like these goddamn fucking robots, and that shit's supposed to be okay because of self-care. Fuck that shit. That shit makes me so fucking mad, man. God fucking damn it. Humans, who said that fucking quote? Man is not an island or some shit like that. And you know, man doesn't mean like a person with a dick. It just means, it's short for human. In other words, all people. Okay? So, people are not supposed to be alone. Unless you're some kind of fucking psychotic and you want to be alone. But you know what? The way you got that way in the first place might be because, okay, I do believe there's some people who are just antisocial and they don't want to be around other people, and you know what? Those motherfuckers have an advantage over the rest of us. They are the next step in human evolution or whatever the fuck, because they can be isolated and lonely and they don't give a fuck. They're fine as long as they have a fucking something to fuck, some dildo or fleshlight or some shit like that, and they have like a computer or whatever. They're totally cool, you know? But for the rest of us motherfuckers like me and everybody else I know, for the most part, I don't know. Maybe I know some sociopaths, I don't fucking know. But anyways, for people like me, okay, which I assume is the majority to a degree, you need love, you need affection, you need some shit, you know, and too many motherfuckers out there are like, yeah, I'll give you attention, but you gotta fucking pay for it with your dignity and shit like that. Fuck that shit. I want some real fucking shit, okay? God, I'm so mad. I'm so sick of everyone saying, like, self-care is the only way to go. Fuck self-care. Fuck self-care, man. I hate self-care. Fuck that shit. I don't want to hear about that shit. Alright. It's bad enough I gotta fucking work this job I hate. It's bad enough I gotta wake up alone every fucking day and come home alone every fucking day. It's bad enough I never get any calls. It's bad enough nobody is ever there to rub my shoulders or be like, hey, you want a drink? You want some ice cream? You want to take a walk? Let me hug you. Let's watch this movie together. How about I bring you a cup of tea? Or any fucking thing at all whatsoever that could show any type of care. Or make you feel like you don't have to do every fucking little thing yourself and that nobody's there for you. Okay, fuck that shit. God damn it. I'm so mad. Ugh. I'm so fucking mad. I hate all this bullshit. And you know what? I don't blame people. I don't blame people for swallowing hella pills or cutting their wrist the wrong way or some shit like that. Because they want to go in the crazy house because they're like, you know what? Being an adult sucks. It fucking sucks. And I would do anything. Fuck freedom. Fuck independence. It's not even worth it because I'm not even using it. What is it? It's freedom to be lonely and shit? Fuck that shit. Let me fucking go in the hospital, take a stupid ass room or whatever. Even if I have a loud ass, stupid ass roommate or some shit. Or whatever. It doesn't matter because at least there's somebody there to come say hi to me every day. And say, hey, you need to go to the bathroom, you piece of shit. Hey, how are you doing? Do you still want to kill yourself today? Hey, how about you take these fucking pills? You want to go play chess in this rec room with a bunch of other idiots like you? You know, or whatever the fuck. I don't really know what goes on, but... You know... I don't know. People have an extreme lack of care, and it's just like, this shit cannot go on forever. You know, I know people love to be all fucking hard-ass, and as you're like, yeah, my life sucks, I feel really shitty today. People are like, ha ha ha, that's right, life sucks, life sucks, life sucks, ha ha, isn't that great? You know what, I'm sick of hearing that bullshit. I'm sick of hearing that fucking shit. I hear that, it's way too much, and life cannot go on like that, okay? Life cannot go on this way. There's gotta be a change. Okay. This shit can't go on forever. Okay. Even if shit, like the majority of history, if it gets better for a little second, but then undeniably, in the end, winds up getting back to being shitty again. You know what? At least we had that little vacation in the middle. You know? And it's just, this shit drives people to do crazy shit. And you know, I remember my dad when he was in German class, there was this one song, they had played some German songs for the class or something. And one of them was this song that basically says, like, I can't kiss myself, or something like that. And he's saying, and the singer's this guy, he's saying all this shit, like, yeah, I can cook dinner for myself, I don't know, I can talk to myself about my problems, I can do this and that, you know, but he's like, but I can't kiss myself, you know, and I totally feel like that's the fucking truth. That's the thing, you gotta look to art for the truth. Science will give you certain truths. I'm not saying science is entirely fucking bullshit, okay? Science has its place and all, obviously, otherwise everybody would abandon it. Science can give you some things, but when it comes to the real truths in life, you gotta look at art. For human truths, I mean. Like, if you want to look at truths about, you know, chemicals, molecules, or whatever the fuck, stuff like that, science is your game. But if you want to talk about human culture, human emotion, with the essence of being human, all that shit, you gotta look at art, man, because that's when people speak candidly and real, and they don't, you know... Oh, you see him just appear from behind me? That was so crazy. I didn't even know he was there. Look at my little wolf. I have a small black wolf right here. Isn't he cool? He's hella cool. Bet you wish you had a wolf. Anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, this shit just pisses me off, man, and that shit is true. It's like, look, basically what he's saying in the song is that he can give himself all the self-care he needs. You know, he's like, I'm an adult man. Whatever, yeah, I can go to work, I can make my own money, I can fucking, when I get home, I can pick out my own groceries from the store, and I can cook them, I can make myself a nice dinner, you know, and same thing with, fucking, what's-her-face, the Irish chick, Shania, whatever the fuck, she, when she said nothing compares to you, you know, and she had that line, she's like, yeah, I can go out, I can do whatever I want, I have total freedom. I can go to a fancy restaurant, I can do this and that, I can, like, have orgies and shit. But she's like, it doesn't matter because I'm lonely. All I ever think about is, like, I want to have back what I lost, you know? And I always listen to that song when I'm nostalgic. I fucking love, oh, Sinead O'Connor is her name, yeah. I like that song a lot, man. I always listen to that song when I'm feeling nostalgic because, like, the song sounds like she's talking about a boyfriend or maybe girlfriend, I don't fucking know, right? Oh, I think boyfriend because she said I can go with any boy I see. Anyway, whatever. The point is, she sounds like she's talking about an ex-lover or something that, like, you know, they broke up or whatever. But, like, the way I take the song when I listen to it is, like, it's more about thinking about, like, past times that were better. Like, times in your life when you were happy. It's not necessarily a person, per se, but it's just times in your life when you were happy. And that you felt like you had it all, and now you're not happy anymore. And it's kind of like you're just nostalgic, looking back, like, wishing you could have that nice feeling again of such happiness. And that's what is, like, nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to the feeling of how good it felt back then to just feel free and innocent and unburdened by all this shit, you know. And you'll never get it back. You'll never get it back. It's what makes it a tragic love story, you know. It's just like, but at the same time, it's like nothing compares to you. You know, I have all this freedom. I can do anything I want. I can move on. I can, you know, do whatever. But nothing compares to you. You know, nothing compares to being young and feeling good and like having little worries and feeling like anything is possible and being unafraid, living just, you know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, so this German song, whatever, it's kind of like, I take it as being like, yeah, he's saying he can give himself all the self-care in the world. He can give himself massages, he can take a warm bath, he can drink, he can do anything he wants, you know, but nothing will ever feel as good as another human being that's outside of yourself bringing affection in. You know what I'm saying? Because another comparison too. You guys ever seen that Twilight Zone episode? It's like one of the more famous episodes. It's where that dude, he's like a fucking, supposed to be like a rotten ass criminal. He gets gunned down in like the first minute and then he goes to like hell, but spoiler alert for Twilight Zone. But anyways, he goes to this place. He thinks it's heaven at first because there's like this dude there, like this wizard, basically an angel or whatever. And all the dude has to say is like he wishes something and he'll get it, you know, like, and it's unlimited. It's not like, oh, 3 wishes and you're out. It's like unlimited, like anything he wants, he'll get it. It's like, I want a nice apartment, I want like chicks to have sex with, I want to go to the casino and win every time, you know, da-da-da, and everything is great at first. But after a while, he hates living there because, number one, he can't see any of his friends. They're like, you can only see, you're only here, like, and then you can wish for, like, other people to come in, like the girls to have sex with and stuff, but they're never gonna be your friends. It's always just gonna be random strangers. It's basically just mannequins come to life, you know? And he could probably, if he wanted to, he could probably wish for men, you know? He could wish for men. Oh, like, there was men in his fantasy, too. There was a policeman, and I think there was, like, the dealer was a man, probably, in the casino. So there can be anyone you want, but they're not going to be your friends, you know? It's just people there, which to me is the equivalent of, like, you know, reading a book, playing a video game, or just, you know, anything like that. It's like, you know, they're not really there. They're not really your friends, you know? They're not really bringing anything to you. It's still all under your control. And, like, in the end, he realizes he's actually in hell, because the whole time he's like, oh, I was a rotten-ass motherfucker, like, why did I get into heaven? Then in the end, he finds out, well, he didn't get into heaven, he got into hell, like he thought he should. But the whole thing is, like, because he's in this place where everything is always expected. Nothing will ever be unexpected, ever, and nobody from outside of himself will ever bring anything in. He's totally isolated. Nothing unexpected will ever happen. Like he says, he's like, well, I want to, like, he's like, I don't even like, he used to love gambling He's like, I don't even like gambling anymore because, like, I know what the outcome is going to be every time. Even if he says, well, I don't want to win every time, sometimes I want to lose. He would still know the outcome every time. So it's like there's nothing unexpected. There's no surprise in life. There's no fucking anything because everything's coming from within yourself. There is nothing coming from outside to surprise you or give you anything that you didn't already come up with on your own. So that shit is fucked up, and I think that's just that's the way I feel about self-care. It's like, to me, self-care is like the bottom basics, okay? It's like, look, we don't want to be crippled. Nobody wants to have somebody else give them a bath, or nobody wants to have to rely on somebody else to, like, you know, to do basic, just everyday functions. You know, you want to be able to drive your own car. You want to be able to walk. You want to be able to cook your own food. You know, yes, of course, you want to be able to be functional and able-bodied, and you want to be able to do these things, you know. You want to have that thing, but at the same time, it's kind of just bottom basics, you know what I mean? Like, you want more. You want to be surprised once in a while. You want somebody to come out of nowhere and give you a hug. You want to come home and have somebody be like, hey, look, I cooked dinner, or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. You want to be able to, like, have someone give you a massage or something. Like, I don't know. It's like you didn't know that you were not in control of that. You don't have to control every second. That you can kind of just let yourself go and be in somebody else's hands, or have somebody just offer you something into your world that did not originate there. That's from the outside world and, like, is shared, like, what is the word? Intra-worldliness, or whatever the fuck. Like, you don't want everything to cycle within yourself and have no surprises, no anything, no interaction with anybody else, no love, no affection, no fucking anything. It's like, do you really want to live like that? No, I don't fucking want to live like that. I want other people around, man. Like, I want surprises. I want something to come from out there. I want a person to reach out to me. You know, I want to check my phone one day and see a message being like, hey, you want to hang out? I don't want it to be completely barren and empty until I have to make the initiation. And I know that that's the only option. Nothing will ever happen without my own power. Like, that sucks. That fucking sucks. Who wants to fucking live like that? That is some bare bones fucking, like, just the scraps way of living. You know? Anyway. I'm over 20 minutes now, so I think I've made my point. But yeah. Self-care. Fuck you, self-care. Fuck self-care. Fuck self-care. Fuck mindfulness. Fuck all that shit. Go back to the past. I want friendship. I want affection. I want love. I want people to reach out to me. And I'll reach back. Don't worry about it. I'll reach back because I have so much fucking practice now from having to do every fucking thing myself and not having any help from anybody ever with anything. For not being cared about, from not having any fucking thing. Okay? Don't worry. If you come give me something, I got you. I got you 2 or 3-fold. Okay? Because I've had a lot of practice. And I have fantasies too, so if anybody's kinky and is into fucking, you know, if you want to play, and I get to pretend like I just had a nervous fucking breakdown, and you want to be a doctor or some shit, I don't know what the fuck you want to be, I don't even care, you could be a priest for all I fucking care, do whatever. Just fucking give me what I want, you know, give me what I'm fucking craving, what I've been forced to live without, and will be forced to live without for the rest of my fucking natural life. And even if there is a heaven and I go to heaven, I'm sure it won't even be there. Because it's fucking nowhere. You know? But anyway. Yeah. All you gotta do is call me by male pronouns, though. If you want to play with me, If you're kinky and you want to play with me, it's all good. Just call me by he, him pronouns. I don't like being called miss. I don't like being called she or girl or ma'am or any of that bullshit, okay? Call me male pronouns. Call me he, him, and all that shit. And, you know, yeah. 30-year-old male. Fucking lost it. Just call me by he, him, and I'll be happy, okay? That's all I fucking want, okay? Over and out. Goodbye.